Good morning, good peoples. This is John Authorized Delivery coming at you, Stone Stanza. I hope you've been safe out there on these roads. I wanted to have a quick, short topic, something I just went through. Are drivers, carriers, giving away their power? Are drivers, carriers, giving away their power? And what I mean by that is, it's just like the power the people possess, but we give our power to the government, not to try to overrule the government or something like that. But I'm just saying, the people have a stronger power a lot of times, and we manifest it wrong. I want to give you an example. Today, I had a load. I'm on a load board, and for every broker, I'm saying, man, out of this one area, there is a lot of low loads, and not just that area, it's just low loads, period. So I'm looking. Another thing I'm starting to see is box trucks. The brokers are giving box trucks partials. When they ask you a question, is your box truck empty? You have to say yes. So if you go pick up that other partial, it's not going to happen. These are little tricks. I have, people that are brokers, and I'm trying to study little by little to get into that. And they're coming up with games and gimmicks on their behalf to make more money. There was a load going for 500. It was going 500 miles. I see the person has 600. It was going where I needed to go, where I wanted to go. So I said, I can't take that. Let me call and see if I can negotiate. I negotiated. He only wanted to go to 8. I didn't do it. What made me look at the posts, he had 4 different posts. And that's another thing you have to watch out for, my beginners, these brokers. They're putting 4 posts, and I can see maybe if they're 5 minutes away from each other, they're not really supposed to do that. You're supposed to be truthful, but the tactics are getting worse. I call, and the pickup is like 4 different spots, 30 to 50 miles away from each other. The delivery is 100 miles. So I'm asking for further negotiation because this is 100. I have to hold it to the next day when it can drive straight through. He doesn't want to do that. That's another trick. Things that you can drive straight through, they have to pay more. One day I'm in Pittsburgh. I drive to New York 300 miles. They give $900 straight through. Even if you hold to the next day, straight through. So I go on the load board. Believe it or not, somebody took that load. And it came out to 600 and something miles. And I see more and more that these brokers are trying to go down and give you $1. And a lot of these professional companies out there are paying their drivers 70 cents a mile. So these brokers are getting slick. Now, what I mean by we giving away our power as drivers? Yes. Why? The brokers need you more. Yes, they do. If every driver that was over the road, owner-operator, the companies are going to pay their drivers good. The companies aren't going to go for that, these big companies. But the owner-operators, you can go through the shippers and learn how to go through the shippers. Yes, you can go through the shippers, and it cuts the brokers out. The brokers need the drivers. There's an advantage, but for some way around, a lot of carriers and drivers, matter if you're new or not, for owner-operators, you are giving away your power. I'm stuck here at the truck site, and there was another, I have to get that TCA card. That's good to have. when you go to airports, it's great to have. Put it that way. I got to apply for that. It's not a TWIC card, TCA card. And I missed a load going back to where I was that was paying great for that. So I'm saying take a break. I'm going to get back on the load board. But are the carriers giving away their power? Yes. Yes. They are giving away their power. I had to put a complaint on a guy because I had one, I had a load. Second driver who lied about the drop off, how many miles it is, tried to figure out a scheme. So I told him, I called the person you put in the complaints and I made a complaint. That's what you do also. He tried to call and say, you signed the rate confirmation. No, you weren't truthful. I told the complaint people to go back on the conversations. It said Richmond. It didn't say Newport News, which is 100 miles away from each other. But instead, he tried to threaten. So I had to break it down to him. Not only that, I had to let him know it's a form of theft by deception, a form of fraud, and other things. So as I said, the complaint people got me off the load. So if you ever go through that, just make the proper complaint. But are driver and carrier giving away their power? Yes. To these brokers. Yes, you are. Because if it comes down to it, we can all go through the shippers. And yes, you need the brokers. You need the dispatch. But you don't need them as much as they need you. And it just disgusts me seeing these prices that people are taking. And just say, for instance, 550 miles, they got 6. Now they only want to give you 8. Just the gas prices itself. Now, check this out for you renters and even the ones who's financing, especially for you renters. Now, you take that, what's going to happen? $300 to get there, maybe $500 in your pocket. Now you got to pay the percentage of miles you went over. Okay? So then now that's dwindling down to nothing. And this is what these brokers are doing. They're trying to get it like the companies to make their pockets fat, to dwindle you down to nothing. So when I'm looking on the board, also to mention, please stop the hype. The box trucks and 53-footer sprint vans, yes, incredible money. But I'm not talking individuals because there's a lot. I'm on a lot of groups. But don't make it seem like people are making all that with one box truck or one whatever. And don't do that because I'm looking at the whole board myself with that power and other I have. And from what I see, people are overhyping. Keep that to yourself, maybe. If you're going to teach, teach. But don't do that because you're making people confused. And some of these newbies and totally, TQL, different couple other these companies, they get more terrible. And I'm looking at the reviews. And they say, oh, man, these companies used to be good. Now they're no good. And it's like, not every broker is like that, but the majority of them are getting like that. So like I said, for my newcomers, man, watch yourself. And for the people who's been in the business, you're welcome to my channel because I support you. But like I said, are carriers giving away their power? Yes. The board just disgusts me. Yeah, I know it's wintertime, I know, but the deliveries still need to be made. They need your trucks. We have the power to deal with shippers if we want to. We have the power to go to other companies if we want to. That paying, I just got one, 70 cents a mile. That offer say, hey, you got your Class A's, you want to come with us? 10 to 15,000 a week gross. But, you could do that in a box, but I see what's going on. Peep the game. The reason why I didn't take the load is because I'll be hurting the CDL community, the non-CDL community, the trucking community. I'm not just for myself. I'm about the people, too, because it has to go right for us to go right. If it goes wrong, it's going to get taken advantage of each time, and it's going to mess the whole process up for everyone else. But with that, have a good day, drive safe, and may each exit be a blessing in your life. Peace.